You walk into a Catholic church for the first time, and something feels different. People stand, they sit, they kneel. There are candles, incense, vestments. Words are repeated, gestures are precise. And if you're honest, you might be thinking, why so many rituals? Is all of this necessary? Or is it just tradition? Because to many people, Catholic worship can feel overwhelming, too structured, too formal, too ritualistic. But what if that's not the full story? What if these rituals are not empty? What if they are saying something deeper than words? To understand this, you have to go back, not just to the early church, but even further, to the way God has always been worshipped. In the Old Testament, worship was never casual. It was intentional, precise, structured. God gives detailed instructions to Moses, how to build the tabernacle, how to offer sacrifice, what the priest should wear. Nothing was random. Everything meant something, because worship was not about personal preference. It was about encountering God on His terms. And when you step into Catholic worship, you begin to see echoes of this. The altar, the incense, the priestly vestments. These are not inventions. They are continuations. But then something changes. Jesus comes, and many assume He removed all of this, that He replaced ritual with something simpler. But look closely. At the Last Supper, Jesus does not remove ritual. He transforms it. He takes bread. He takes wine. And He says, "This is my body, this is my blood." Luke 22 verses 19 to 20. And then He gives a command. Do this. Do this. Not just believe, not just remember. Do. A pattern, an action, a ritual. And from that moment, Christian worship is no longer just spontaneous. It becomes something repeated, something handed down. And the early Christians understood this. They didn't gather randomly. They followed a pattern. Scripture tells us, they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, to the breaking of bread, and to prayers. Acts 2 verse 42. Devoted, not occasional, not optional, structured, consistent, intentional. So now the question changes. Are rituals empty? Or are they meaningful actions that shape what we believe? Because think about your own life. You already live by rituals, morning routines, celebrations, traditions. You repeat what matters. So what happens when something sacred is repeated? It forms you. It teaches you. It draws you deeper. Catholic worship is not trying to entertain you. It is trying to transform you through repetition, through symbolism, through action. Because not everything can be explained. Some things must be experienced. The kneeling, the silence, the incense rising. These are not distractions. They are signs, visible signs, of invisible realities. And this is the key. Catholic worship is not just about what you hear. It is about what you see, what you touch, what you do. Because the human person does not worship with the mind alone, but with the body. And that is what ritual does. It engages the whole person, mind and body and soul. So what looks like too much may actually be something deeper. Not empty repetition, but intentional encounter. And here is the deeper truth. Rituals are not the problem. Empty hearts are. Because even the simplest worship can become meaningless if there is no faith. And even the most structured ritual can become powerful if it is filled with meaning. So the real question is not, why so many rituals? But, what are these rituals pointing to? Because if they are pointing to something real, then they are not distractions. They are a doorway, a way of stepping into something beyond yourself. And maybe that changes how you see it. Not as too much, but as an invitation to enter, to participate, to encounter. So the next time you see Catholic worship, don't just ask what is happening. Ask why. Because behind every gesture, every word, every ritual, there is meaning. And the question is, are you seeing it? Let's talk in the comments.